And now live from an undisclosed location, it's time for Crescent Hill Radio's excursion into the unknown. The Uncommon Houseflies will be your intrepid guides through the Louisville music landscape, all the way from the oxygen-depleted peaks down to the darkest underground recesses under the zoo, where you will come face to face with the leaders, breeders, and bottom feeders of the local music scene. Warning, this show may contain gratuitous self-promotion and potty humor. Just when you thought it was safe to stream Crescent Hill Radio, we are flies on the wall.
Indeed we are. And I am Kevin Gibson.
And I'm Butch Bays, and we are the Uncommon Houseflies.
How great is this? We're back for a third week. We have not been shot down yet.
Not fired yet.
Not fired yet.
And we are Louisville's most mysterious band.
We are. We are. And we're less misunderstood than we were last week because we said so.
Probably so.
Still mysterious. We have a great guest in the studio today.
A great guest.
His name is Ted Stevens. Just put out a brand new album, a local boy that you're going to like. But first, wait.
Yes, very important.
We've got the opening ceremonies. Ted is going to help us with this. Are you ready? Are you ready? Indeed.
And the grape juice shall flow.
The grape juice will flow like wine.
All right. We're really excited this week to have Ted Stevens in the studio.
Absolutely.
A hometown boy by way of Glasgow, Scotland.
Yep.
An MCB recording artist.
Yep.
The one and only Ted Stevens, live in Crescent Hill Radio
I know. How
Studios.
cool are we?
I'm digging it.
We're cool by association. That's what we're talking about.
We're trying to soak up some coolness off of Ted here. So
before we get to Ted, though, we're going to play a song, are we not?
Oh, man.
Because guess who's playing this Friday?
The Uncommon Houseflies.
The Uncommon Houseflies.
Then we're back.
Yeah. It's 6:30 right in front of our Crescent Hill Radio studios.
Yes.
On Frankfort Avenue.
The Trolley Hop.
The Trolley Hop. Yep. We're going to crank it out. We've got a guest drummer by the name of Jackson Hallahan. He's 16 years old, and he's way better than we'll ever be. And we've already arranged a drum solo. So if you like drum solos, please come down.
45 minutes worth of drum solo.
Probably, because we're only playing an hour, so that gives us 3 songs and a drum solo. Perfect.
We can sit back and watch the man work. Does he even have a driver's license yet?
He just got it, I think.
Oh, did he? Okay.
He just got his first job, actually.
Good. I didn't want to have to.
Great kid. We just practiced with him, and he knows our songs better than we do at this point. So.
It was a very humbling experience, wasn't it? How quickly he learned our material.
It was, yeah. So who are we playing with? The Tunesmiths?
Yeah, the Tunesmiths are going to be on the Trolley Hop with us. They're going to open for us after us, right?
Yeah, exactly.
This is kind of retroactive.
Well, obviously
opening.
we're the headliners, but we just want to get down.
Yeah, exactly. Here's A Mind to Drink by the Tunesmiths.
Yes, sir.
On CrescentHillRadio.com.
guess what? I like the Toonsmiths.
Do you like the Toonsmiths?
I've not heard it before. Yeah, I can't wait to.
I think that's
Friday.
a really good band.
It's going to be 104
really
degrees, but I'm still going to stay around and watch them.
Yeah, whatever's left of us, I'm looking forward to dropping about 10 pounds of water weight. You know, I could
I'll
always
probably
use
be a greasy spot on the side to walk by the time the show's over.
Back to matters at hand. In the studio,
Ted Stevens.
Man.
It's Ted Stevens. Listen, he's here.
Ted is a songwriter and a fiery live performer. I know I've seen it in person.
Yes.
Have you not,
great.
Kevin? You invited me to that show. Thank goodness.
Right. Yes.
And he's really taking a shot at the brass ring. Obviously, he's going for the gusto with a new album entitled "Waiting," being rolled out this week. Was it yesterday?
It came out yesterday.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
We missed about one day.
We did, I know.
Well,
we don't have a show on Tuesday, but you know.
I tried to get you guys to move it.
Ted, some things just cannot be.
Yeah, we can't
It's
move
not all
flies on the
about
wall.
you.
I just don't have that kind of pull.
No, that's only available on vinyl, correct?
No, I wish. No.
What are the modes of delivery for the new Ted Stevens album, Waiting?
The biggest mode of delivery is digital, since we're all men of the future here.
Welcome to the future.
You can get it from iTunes. You can get it from mcbmusic.com. That's my label site.
Cool.
If you get it from MCB, you get a bonus song. So if 10 isn't enough,
so you'd
you
be
get
a
11.
dang fool to go
Ten's
anywhere
never
else,
enough.
is what you're saying.
Yeah, and then if you want something to take home and you go to tedstevensmusic.com, you can buy the album on a USB memory stick, and that'll come with both of the music videos for Sally's All Right and You Got Away and the bonus song, and they all come with a digital booklet. So.
Oh, very cool.
There's always
I like that.
So it's like
treat.
some kind of limited edition memory stick? Is it some kind of special thing, or is it
limited only in how many are made right now? But if they're popular, we'll keep
on
going
making
with them.
That's right.
Very cool.
So is You Got Away the first single? Or,
It is.
Okay.
It's the first single, first song on the record, first everything.
I got to say, I watched that video a few times. It's a high production value and not bad acting by Mr. Ted
And
Stevens.
there's a classic Mustang in it.
Yes, always.
We tried to hit
helps.
all the classic elements. We missed. Well, no, there is a pretty girl in there, but she's in a photograph.
I wanted to ask you about that. Now, the girl in the photograph, is this someone Ted Stevens knows? You don't have to give her full name on the air, obviously, but is this a real person or actress?
She's a mysterious. I don't know what the female version of Phantomess.
I like that.
Fantess.
I like that.
I like it. Now you got to watch the
very
video.
Houseflies style. Yeah.
Go to YouTube and look up Ted Stevens. You're going to see
If you can name who it is, maybe there'll be a gift.
Well, I know it's not my mom.
I like that.
I know it's not my mom, so we can start there.
This is
not
good.
my mom.
But
That's
I tell you
one
what, a
down.
very entertaining video, very well done. Looks like
Yes,
something can
very
run on
fun,
VH1 tomorrow, hopefully, and he's also got another great video for Sally's All Right.
All Right, which is a fun kind of looks like an old 60s music variety show kind of
little
thing. Very,
Beatley
very
thing
cool.
going.
Yeah.
It'll leave you craving milkshakes.
Or craving to watch That Thing You Do.
That thing you do. There you go. Well, maybe we should get around to having Ted play some music.
Play a song. That'd be great.
Yeah, okay.
So what do you got
has
for
a
us?
guitar in hand.
I'll play the title track from the album. And this is called Waiting.
Perfect.
I got a bad reputation, waiting around on the strangest things. It's such a sad frustration. I get a little shiver when the telephone rings. It's never a voice that I recognize. No, never someone I know. Just calling for a light in my eyes. I'm always hanging cold, and I don't know why I'm waiting. Don't know what I'm saving. Don't know what I'm craving. All this waiting, it's driving me wild. I want those little moments when lightning shine and the bells all ring. But then who am I joking? No one ever gets those things. Holding on for a love of mine and holding day. It's such a big waste of my time, and it leaves me stranded at the end of the day. And I don't know why I'm waiting, don't know what I'm saving. I said I don't know what I'm craving. All this waiting, it's driving me wild. And the sad thing I gotta say, I'm never gonna change my ways. I'll never be happy like you. I'm always waiting for truth, waiting for love, waiting for something that never comes. Oh, I got a bad reputation, waiting around on the strangest things. It's such a sad frustration. Oh, I get a little shiver when the telephone rings, but it's never a voice I recognize. No, never someone I know. Just calling for a light in my eyes. I'm always hanging cold, and I don't know why I'm waiting, don't know what I'm saving. I said I don't know what I'm craving. All this waiting, it's driving me wild. I don't know why I'm waiting, I don't know what I'm saving. I don't know what I want, and I don't know what I need. I'm like a child without a toy, and I'm like that girl without her. Oh, I don't know why I'm waiting, and I don't know what I'm saving. Not I said I just don't know what I'm craving. I know that all this waiting, oh, you know it's driving me wild.
Sweet.
Nice. We like that.
This is a nice job, Kevin. Hanging out.
I love it. I know.
Having the best musicians in
and
town.
we're getting paid so well. I mean, this is...
Yeah.
God.
We're getting paid in memories, brother.
Ted Stevens, folks. Ted Stevens from his new album.
You know, I was going to ask you, Ted, I noticed something very interesting in your bio that you spent 4 years in Scotland.
Yeah, I lived in Glasgow, Scotland for 4 years, the last 4 years.
That's pretty...
I've only been back here almost a year now. But I spent, and that's where most of the record was made, was in essentially a glorified closet in my flat. I moved a couple of times, but I always found little spaces to work on the songs and get the tracks together. And then when I'd come back to Louisville, I'd touch them up and sing the vocals, through better mics and things like that. But it was really made there, and it's really kind of about that period of time in my life.
Pretty interesting. Wow. I mean, how did that come about that you ended up in Scotland? Or
I wanted to go to college there. I wanted to go to the what's now called the Royal Conservatoire of Scotland, but was at that time called the Royal Scottish Academy of Music and Drama. I wanted to go study performance art there. I wanted to be able to approach the work that I make from a more serious artistic standpoint and have some sort of artistic intelligence, rather than, just kind of feeling around, trying to find what works and what doesn't, trying to approach something from a more challenging place. And so I could put on a better live show.
Well, that's pretty cool. I tell you what. I mean, it's fancy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, that's really going for it.
It was a much fancier place than I am, but I loved it.
Well, yeah, well, that's cool. I thought, when I thought about it, you being in Scotland and bringing the songs back here, I thought it would maybe give you a choice of for lack of a better word, like a wider color palette, For
sure. I mean, each color, see, you got me thinking about colors now. Yeah. Each culture really influenced the work that I was doing. So if I was working on a track in Scotland, I was spending more time out at clubs with friends, and there was this really great soul club in town. Kind of, they played old R&B and things like that, and so I wrote a lot of things in that kind of vein, and then I'd come back here and sort of get more back into the rootsier acoustic stuff.
Americanize it?
Yeah, sure. So each place I was really helped to influence, if not the writing, then the arranging and the production of each song, which was nice. It was nice
I have a question. Because of where you went to school, part of it was drama. It wasn't just music; it was art, drama. I read on something that I read. I don't even know where I read it, but you said a quote was something like, "I'm not the kind of guy that wear jeans on stage."
Yeah,
is that part of your?
Yeah, it is. I'm really interested in taking the songs that I write and bringing them into a very live space. Because the reason that I write songs is because I want to share things with an audience. You know, I'm not trying to work through my own personal gook or anything like that. I'm trying to share with people, and I'm trying to, you know, feel like I'm a part of the world with everybody else. Yeah. And, you know, to do that in a live performance, you really have to bring these songs to life, and you really have to know how to perform them and get them across. And being able to go and study theater and finding all these different ways of doing that through, you know, maybe writing little introductions in the beginning or finding the best place for everyone to be physically in a moment in a song was really exciting and challenging. It's something I'm still learning.
Well, your videos
about.
Reflect that too. They're dramatic in their own way, and they're very performance art, more so than just we're trying to promote a song.
Right.
Which is, you know, they're very conceptual, I guess I should say.
Yeah, well, I'm always very wary when we make videos, because I think a lot of times it's really easy to fall in the trap of, you know, just trying to make yourself look really awesome. You know,
I fall in that trap all the time, too.
Yes.
Well, it's like some of these videos you see, and it's like he's always just kind of making out with a good-looking lady. What does this have to do with this song?
It's good work if you can get it.
I guess so. I mean...
Oh, wait, is my girlfriend listening to this? Oh,
yeah, that is a strong possibility. Well, I wanted to tell you, Ted, I only have had the privilege of seeing you in one live performance at Zazu's, but it was a high energy, awesome. You. I mean, I felt like when you were playing, even though that's a fairly small club, I mean, not the smallest, but a fairly small club, it sort of felt like you were playing to a stadium. I mean, I really got the feeling of, I mean, you know, like, you didn't seem to have a show like a small bar show. You have a show that could play the biggest places.
We kind of both went, whoa.
Yeah. I mean, you carry yourself like a star, which I think I think that's a good thing. I mean, it convinced me. I was like, man, this guy is a star.
Which is really, we're just asking for your autograph.
Yeah.
I think I just have too much energy. I mean, when I was a little kid, we were at a family reunion somewhere up in Ohio, I think. I was just kind of wandering around and getting, you know, my cousins to do plays, and we were all singing and walking around. And I remember my great aunt turned to my parents and said, "What's wrong with him?" I just have an insane amount of energy.
Well, it comes through. It comes through the performance.
No one knows what's wrong with Ted.
Yeah, that's probably true.
That's why I'm putting out an album and writing a bunch of songs.
His autobiography will be called
We'll all benefit
What's
from
Wrong
this. Yeah.
But anyway, I wanted to say, you know, another thing I observed from that show was that I felt like you were like full-blooded American rock and roll. Like, it reminded me of the legacy of like a Bruce Springsteen, Tom Petty. I don't know if those are good comparisons. I mean, I know you're a young guy, you know.
You can't argue
and
with that.
We talked about that during the show. And after. He and I both were there, and we talked about that. It was like, that really felt like a Springsteen or a Petty kind of show closing, and, you know, the whole thing.
It had a nice classic feel, and I wondered if maybe, after I read that you were in Scotland for 4 years, I started to wonder if maybe being in Scotland kind of brought out maybe that you were an American in Scotland. You know, maybe it brought out that
It really showed, you know, that music was the music that was in my veins, that old American rock and roll. And when you're never really aware of your own nationality until you're in a different country. And you're always being introduced as, this is Ted, he's American. Yeah. and it just starts to kind of, you know, hit home. And as I started to come back here, and it's why I'm here now, I started to realize I really wanted to come back and make work that was more about, you know, being an American kid and things like that, you know, and those experiences. So
that's what it seemed like to me. I mean, you know, that really is coming through. Right. That's working.
Good.
Yeah, it's
cool.
It's very accessible American rock.
Yeah, he's not going Radiohead on us and being kind of insular. He is an accessible. His music is.
Now, if there's anything wrong with that,
no, maybe there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm going with Ted in this case. So,
right. So should we have Ted play another song?
I think we might ought to.
Okay, are you prepared to play another song?
I am, yeah.
Because there's more to come that may or may not be to your liking. So
I've been warned.
Yeah,
I'm trying to prep myself
this. So what are you going to play for us?
There is no preparation. I'm going to play. It's a fairly new song called "Burning Violet."
Burning Violet.
It's one of the last things I wrote before I moved back here.
Okay, great.
Very cool.
Take it away, Ted Stevens.
not have closed my eyes. If I knew I'd dream of you, you came and took me by surprise, just like you often do. And I saw you in the violin, the crimson light you glowed. Are you still burning violet? 'Cause you know I had to go. Your vision was a perfect play, a memory caught in time, taking me back to the day I went and cut the line. And I saw your tears like diamonds that always turn me to stone. Are you still burning violet? 'Cause you know I had to go. I know I caused you heartache, I know the fault's all mine, but I swear I felt my soul shake when you haunted me this time. And I felt myself unconscious walking out your door. Are you still burning violet? 'Cause you know I had to go. I regret the things I said. I could have been better after all. But now I lie here lost in bed, feeling the hammer fall. And I never will get used to it, chased down by your ghost. Are you still burning violet? 'Cause you know I had to go. I never will forget how the way we danced so slow. Oh, oh, are you still burning violet? 'Cause you know I had to go.
Very nice. Burning Violet by Ted Stevens.
Thank you.
That was deep.
We like. We like.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Well, now I think it's time for
Tales from the Road.
Tales from the Road.
It's a special segment that we have come up with, and it's something that, you know, most talk shows, most radio shows don't delve into anything so deep and sinister, but what we have is different. Our show is, well, it's... And now, Tales from the Road. Ted Stevens.
That's a high-budget sound effect.
Yes, it is. We paid large dollars for that, Ted.
Yes, we did.
I got to come up a little bit. All right.
What is your favorite, your most frightening, your most interesting story from a gig?
I think it's a really, really early gig. I think I was only like 16 or 17, and it was a solo show, and I was just going to play piano all night long, and I got into the venue, and I already knew that something was wrong. I should start by saying that it was the first time anyone had ever asked me to play more than 30 minutes. They wanted a whole hour, which I was like, no problem. I can do an hour.
People are so demanding.
I can do this. So I wrote up, my list of songs that I thought would equal an hour.
Right.
And for some reason, I didn't feel the need to try that out and make sure it was an hour. I just kind of eyeballed it and went, yeah, this will work.
Confident young
So we get into this venue, and this venue looks so nice. I mean, there's like tables and it's clean. There's all these sort of like fancy older people drinking cocktails with funny names, but there's at the end of the the room is this gorgeous full Yamaha grand piano, which I was really excited about, and it was a really nice sound system. So I sit down and I heard this woman in the back go, "Is this going to be jazz?" and that sort of lump in my throat grew a little bit bigger, and I was like, well, you just got to get through this. You just got to start playing. So, I started my set, and these were all these really poppy piano-based songs, that like a 17-year-old kid would write. And I'm just, and I'm watching people get up and leave, and people are very upset, but I'm still hacking through it. And I'm 2 songs away from the end of my set. And I looked down, I had this old Mickey Mouse watch, and I had another like half an hour left.
But
to
of course.
So not only do I feel like I'm in the lion's den, I got to do it for another half an hour. So I just start imagining songs that I think I might know on the piano. I think I played The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down. I mean,
hey,
I'm
just choice.
pulling stuff
awesome.
out.
Yes.
I was going through these long solos, these long jams, and and I finally, I made it through, but that was definitely, that was the scariest night. And I had wrecked my car. I'd driven my car down to like a grass field. I was so nervous before I got there too. So that was it was really just uphill from there.
That is awesome.
That's a good one.
A nice tale from the road, would you say?
It is a very nice tale from the road. Wow.
We knew you would have a good one, Ted.
The phone's lighting up again. This is great. This
hasn't worked out so good in the past.
Well, I know, but surely to God, someone's going to call us one day with it. We put it out there the first week we were on. Call us with requests. If you got something to say, whatever. If you got a song you want to hear, that's cool with us. All right, let's hang on. It's still ringing. Let's see what happens.
Hello, police station? Yeah, this here's Dale. Listen, man, I got somebody out in my dang old driveway, man. I think he's trying to steal my motorcycle. My dog Tap-Out's barking like crazy. I think he smells something going on. Can you send a squad car down here and take care of this? Because I don't want to lose my motorcycle. I just got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is not the police station. It's a radio station.
Say what now? Tap-Out, shut up! Listen, man, you need to send a squad car down here because I think they're going to steal my motorcycle. I can't have that. You know what I'm saying? My girl baby loves riding on that thing in the summertime, and I got to have a way to keep her pleased, if you know what I'm saying.
We understand. This is not a police station.
It's the same
This ain't a police station?
every week, Dale.
It's a radio station.
A radio station?
Yes.
Oh, hell, it's a radio station? Well, listen, man, since I got you on the line, could you play me some Nickelback or something?
No, we don't play Nickelback on this show.
That there is weak.
That guy won't give up. But at least it was a mistake this time. He didn't call us intentionally.
Well, I know, but he must have had us on speed dial. He hangs up on us every week.
I think
he's got one of those old guy phones that has like 4 numbers. There's 4 giant numbers.
Is he calling from 1987 or what? Yeah. Okay. All right. We need to. Maybe we get like a caller ID. We can stop taking Dale calls because Dale is he's out of control.
Should we at least try to send somebody? Do we even know where he's calling from? Is his phone so old it doesn't even work with caller ID?
Okay, that threw us completely off.
Yeah, we're wasting Ted's time. Ted is a talented man. He doesn't have time to wait on our phone calls.
Well, we have time, so let's.
Yes.
You want to get Ted to play another song for us?
I would love to have Ted play another song because I have enjoyed the first 2 thoroughly. So.
All right. Well, I'm gonna make a bunch of noise here and get this harmonica wreck.
Hey, cool.
We like it.
All right, this song is also from the new record, and it's called Into the Black.
Into the Black.
Into the Black. All right.
People like it in Michigan.
Ted Stevens on CrescentHillRadio.com. And people in Michigan, I hope
this
you're
is
streaming.
for you.
I hope you're streaming.
Expectation, hazy alive. Can't think of a future that'll ever be mine. Gold dust memories from long ago slip through my hand and I'll never know. Either I'm real or I'm a dream, but with either answer I still want to scream. Into the black, into the none. Scared of the past, so it won't come. Into the high, into the low. What's before my eyes I can't even know. say what never got said. Drunk and scared, lonely bed. I'm not alive, but I sure as hell ain't dead. And if I gotta go, won't you show me how? 'Cause I'd really like to know what the whole thing's about. I would kick and scream and bite just like every time. I won't resist, but I intend to fight. Into the black, into the none. Scared of the past, so it won't come. Into the high, into the low. What's before my eyes I can't even know. Will there ever be a day without an ache in my head? Will I ever get to say what never got said? A real dream or just the rest? 'Cause I had all of those. I like the real ones best. And if I gotta go, won't you show me how? 'Cause I'd really like to know what the whole thing's about. I would kick and scream and bite just like every time. I won't resist, but I intend to fight. Into the black, into the none. Scared of the past, so it won't come. Into the high, into the low. What's before my eyes I can't even know. Will there ever be a day without an ache in my head? Will I ever get to say what never got said?
Ted Stevens.
Very nice. The man is obviously not hiding behind production techniques, would you say, Mr. Gibson?
Yeah. Our theory was wrong, Butch.
What's wrong?
Our theory was wrong.
Yes, our theory was wrong.
We thought he was all studio.
We thought it couldn't be real.
Apparently, the closet in Glasgow was...
That's a real thing.
There's some magic. There's some magic in that closet.
I've got pictures of it.
And you can check Flies on the Wall on Facebook and see pictures of Ted Stevens playing, since you can't see him on the live streaming.
Yeah, you can see pictures of us. There's a picture of Kathy up there. Yeah, there's. We didn't get a picture of Dottie.
Yeah,
I think,
they probably don't want to look at us, but Ted has kind of a Dylan-esque quality.
Yourself,
would you say?
Yeah, he does.
Well,
actually,
they don't want to look at me. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Would you say a Dylan-esque?
He sings better though.
Well, that's all right. Always
I don't know
good
about that.
All right, Ted Stevens.
Uh-oh.
We have a feature that we have in store for every artist that comes into our
we apologize
studio
in advance if this traumatizes you in some way, but you are about to be introduced to the Inquisition.
Ted Stevens, welcome to the Inquisition. Sit in the chair. Stand on the chair below the swinging light bulb.
Have another grape juice beer,
and do not attempt to flee. You may receive some leniency for brevity and speed of answers. Okay, our audience and ourselves hope to learn something about you, and perhaps more importantly, you may well learn something about yourself, Ted.
That's what I came here for.
Good. And at the end of this, we'll have the do or die speed round, which is really when it picks up the pace, which I hope I can find.
Yeah,
yes,
if he finds those notes, that is.
Make
We're
it
doing this on the fly, folks.
I'm in like a veritable haystack of notes here. Okay, number one question. Your bio says you've been recording since you were 12 years old. Is this true?
Yes.
Do you feel you may have been exploited as child labor?
Completely. I exploited myself for child labor.
Oh, I did that a few times myself.
Self-exploitment. Okay.
Damn puberty.
Number two. Your album breaks this week, correct?
Yeah, yesterday.
How long did the recording process take?
5 years.
5 years?
That's a long time.
I think he's exceeded the gestation period of any known animal on the planet.
Our next
Probably
question
even
was-
a blue whale.
Yeah. We were going to compare your gestation period to an animal's, but I think you destroyed it.
5 years. That's a long road. That's a long road, Ted, especially for a 22-year-old man. Okay, number three. The song Second Street features one of my favorite things in recording techniques, which is clapping.
Yes.
Did you hire professional clappers?
Obviously.
It sounds great.
There's a roving troupe. You just got to know when to catch him.
It just sounded so tight. I thought, that's professional clappers. Anyway, did the lights in the studio go off and on as they clapped?
Yeah.
So it is high tech, just
Yes.
as we thought.
This is at least entertaining me, Kevin. You know, that's what I'm going to say. Anyway, number four. You have a pretty funky number on the record called Walking Backwards. Could this song possibly be subliminally a song about moonwalking?
Not even subliminally.
No,
That's what it is.
Ted goes deep. He knows even what his subliminal mind
I
is.
know
his
what
audience.
people like to do.
He knows his audience.
In the
Very
grocery
good.
store.
Man, I love this. I love this.
In the grocery store.
You've done that when you moonwalk with the cart? It's excellent.
Oh, hey, that's good.
Try it next time.
That sounds like a YouTube video waiting to happen.
Yeah, you know what? I can see Ted doing it, too.
I can see Ted doing it. Number five is the tightly executed hooky chorus of the track You're the One I Love, meant to A, make me think my MP3 player is skipping, or B, hypnotize me into downloading more and more Ted Stevens music.
Well, if I admit to the hypnotism, that's a problem. So I'm going to say it's supposed to sound broken, but I'm trying to hypnotize you. But just you, not anyone else.
Yeah, sorry, good.
It's it's specific hypnosis.
I feel special.
You should.
Number six, the extravaganza that is the track Up to You, Down to Me, features a Queen-style intro, if I may say so myself. What methods were used to achieve such high registered vocals?
There was a lot of punching and kicking.
Did you break out the pliers or vice grips?
No.
Okay. I rather enjoyed that part of the CD. Okay, number seven. Are you aware that with the addition of only 4 words, that the song titles on the new album can be made into beat poetry?
I did not know that.
Yes, in a conscious, steady stream. All right, Kevin's on bongos is going to help me out on this. I'm going to attempt to do this. You got away easy from the last man on earth, walking backwards down 2nd Street into the black. It's up to you. I'm waiting because you're the one I love. But Sally's all right. Sally's all right. Thanks
I'm
for
speechless. That's amazing.
You meant that to happen, didn't you?
That's maybe the most flattering thing that's ever happened to me.
I have done my background work. I have worked on this, Ted. And yes, I have too much time on my hands. I rather enjoyed that myself. And
Yeah, that was kind of fun.
bongos on
We
the
have to put
table.
that in our next album.
I think it'll be there.
You'll
I
get
just
a
thought
writing
that could
credit.
Yeah, I'm
be
going
a-
to say, I was
You'll get a
a
writing
couple
credit.
of points,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. All right, number 8. Could this get any worse for Ted? I don't know. We're really going to work on it here. I have witnessed a Ted Stevens show in person, as I have stated already tonight. It's quite a high-energy affair with a bit of the feel of a Bruce Springsteen or Tom Petty arena concert vibe. If Kevin and I had the ability to erase your memory of all but one concert-going experience, which show memory would you choose to retain?
Oh, that's the hardest question. Oh,
Isn't it? I thought this would like break your mind.
That's flies on the wall for you, Ted.
that
Yes.
has broken my
Welcome
mind.
to
Welcome. Answer the question, Ted.
I think probably Leon Russell.
Oh,
He was amazing. It was an amazing show.
fantastic.
Wow, nice.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Isn't that the sort of thing you ponder, though?
Yeah.
Would you say he was better than the Go-Go's?
Well,
Having never seen the Go-Go's.
We would never kidnap Leon Russell. So.
We wouldn't kidnap.
We
Leon
wouldn't
Russell.
kidnap the Go-Go's.
Yeah, we've made that proposition in the
There
past.
are like 9 of them.
Number 9, the final question before the Do or Die speed round. Ted, are you aware that there is a rockabilly musician in Sarasota, Florida, currently using the name, masquerading as Ted Stevens?
It's not a masquerade. It's also me. It's
That
me
is
in a,
also
in
you?
a beard. No, it's not.
Okay. Then say it's not you. Have you considered going down to Sarasota and taking him on in a no-holds-barred death match to win the sole use of your God-given name, Ted?
There'd have to be a couple other people in that death match, and one of them's already dead. So
Wow.
already we've got a leg up.
Would you
At least drive the Mustang down.
Yes.
We're gonna take
Okay.
the Mustang.
Would you at least agree to arm wrestle him for it?
Yeah.
Okay. Rockabilly guys can be tough customers, right? So let's say in the event, Ted, which I don't believe this will happen, but let's say in the event you lose the contest, choose from the following list for your future stage name. A, Swade Stevens.
Not bad.
B, Ted Cougar Stevens Camp. C, Steven Stevens. Keep in mind that Steve Stevens is already taken
Yeah, but
as the guitarist for Billy Idol.
Billy Idol, yeah.
Or D, your final choice, the artist formerly known as Ted Stevens.
I'm gonna have to go with Suede.
Yeah.
That sounds excellent.
Isn't that great?
Suede Stevens.
That was my favorite.
That
You
came
missed
to
one,
Butch in a
though.
dream, actually. I think it was a wet dream, wasn't it?
Oh,
You missed a great opportunity. Meerkat Stevens. That's the one I've always played around with. Meerkat Stevens.
well, we weren't saying you couldn't go off the board, so that we will accept that answer. You are
Yes.
now Meerkat Stevens.
But now,
Oh, the speed round.
the do or die.
Do or die.
Will you survive?
I hope
We don't
he
have a
survives.
sound effect for this yet. So.
I think he has a better chance
You need a guy
because
with like a door and some shoes, old style, Prairie Home Companion.
fantastic.
idea.
That's what
Good
we're
idea.
trying to achieve, a Prairie Home
Put some
Companion
loafers on the
feel.
dog and just let him walk around.
My notes are very
Sounds
disorganized for the speed round, but here we go. Ted, Deep Purple or Purple Rain?
Purple Rain.
Millie or Vanilli?
Vanilli. That's arbitrary. That's so arbitrary.
Yes. Vanilla Ice or Fried Rice?
Fried rice.
Beatles or Stones? Answer the question, Ted.
Oh, Beatles. Oh, Beatles. I like them both.
Nashville or New York?
New York.
Tom Waits or Norman Bates?
Norman Bates.
Slash or Cash?
Cash.
Good answer. Julian, Jackson 5 or MC5? My handwriting's very
Jackson
bad.
5.
Good. Al Green or CeeLo Green?
Al Green.
Paper or plastic?
Paper.
Toe Jam Football or Walrus Gumboot?
Walrus Gumboot.
Scottish or crap?
Scottish.
Yeah.
New York Dolls or Goo Goo Dolls?
Oh, New York Dolls.
Oh, do not open the trapdoor, Kevin. Ted has
He's
passed.
All right.
Ted has passed the Inquisition.
That was the most stressful thing in my life.
I would hope it would be. We worked hard to make
That
this
was
bad
our
for you.
entire intent.
And Ted is a good
Stevens.
sport.
He is, actually, yeah.
For a serious musician, the man has a
Yeah.
funny bone.
Yeah, we've had two survivors.
2 survivors out of 2.
When the
How
Go-Go's
many?
come on.
Out of how many? I was going to say 2 survivors out of
Two
like
for
10.
two.
But we're going to do in somebody. Digby's going
Yeah.
down.
Digby or Kurt Kiefer.
Kurt Kiefer. Kurt Kiefer, we're going to make
You
it
can't
really
get one
bad.
over on Kurt Kiefer.
No,
Good
it's,
luck.
yeah,
No, this is
He's
true.
going to know the question before
That's
you
true,
ask it.
yeah. He knows what I think before I even think it.
We're going to
so.
make it really sinister. We're going to go Lex Luthor on.
We're going to have to with
Kiefer.
Kurt because he's going to be a special challenge.
Isn't he, though? All right, I'll tell you what, Ted, we're a little bit ahead of our schedule, I believe. Kevin?
Yeah, so
Are we?
let's talk about your show on Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah, we're playing a show. Kurt Kiefer and I actually are playing a show at Baxter's 942 on Saturday from 8:30. It's going to be a long one. We're going till 11.
Oh, okay.
So there's going to be kind of an acoustic set at the beginning, and then we're going to play a lot of new songs from the record, and we're going to strap on the electric guitars for all that, and we're going to have fun doing that.
Cool.
We lost our drummer was deported So
Yeah,
it's the two of us.
This is a true story.
It's like a Tales from the Road,
Yeah,
except that
we never made it to the road before he got booted out, but we thought he could come and play on an ESTA visa for a while, but that's not the case.
To what country was this?
Alabama, right?
Birmingham, England.
Oh, the other Birmingham.
Yeah, Birmingham, England. If any drummers are listening, we're on the lookout. But no, do come. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if you're looking for a fun city getaway, we're doing a warm-up show in Sligo the night before. If you watch the You Got Away video, the restaurant scene in the very beginning, we have been kind of going out there and playing and just kind of trying stuff out, and it's a lot of fun. They got really good barbecue. That's a place called Country Collectibles in Sligo.
Is that kind of a backwoods kind of deal there?
Yeah, but it's a lot of fun.
It sounds like it's kind of like a low-rent Cracker Barrel. Is that right?
Well, I don't want to disgrace it by comparing it to Cracker Barrel, but it's a lot of fun. So it's
Cool.
a chance to get out into the country and hear some music. So,
Fantastic.
Well, would you consider playing one more song for us?
yeah, sure.
Since we're kind of ahead of schedule, we thought we'd be behind, but we thought we'd let you
We're
play
always
one
behind
more.
schedule, but Ted is an efficient guest.
He is very efficient.
Therefore, we are ahead of.
I mean, the fact that he's still above ground with us and not down in the hold.
Yep.
I think you should play another song.
And do go to Baxter's 942 to see Ted
please do.
Stevens.
Yeah.
You will be. You
pleased.
will thank us later.
Yep.
All right, this is another new one. It's called After the Future.
Good deal.
Did it disappoint you that there were no secrets, that life has an ending and it leaves you with scars? And was there an answer to all of your questions? Like, is there a heaven and is it too far? After the future, what's gonna happen? After the future, I don't know. And was there a reason for all of your problems that you had in your childhood all those moons ago? And when you abandoned the hope of your high school, did you find sadness or just rock and roll? After the future, what's gonna happen? After the future, I don't know, yeah. When you get older, will you meet Jesus? Or will you forget what it was you were? And if you move forward and get further onward, do you get brighter or burn out like a star? After the future, what's gonna happen? After the future, I don't know. I said now, after the future, what's gonna happen to us? After the future, baby, I don't know. Oh, I said I don't know. You said I don't know. Oh, oh,
nice. Very nice. Thank you, Ted Stevens.
Thank you.
Did you find sadness or just rock and roll? The man's a poet.
Yes.
I tell you
indeed.
what, though, man.
What?
Ted is awesome.
It was a good guest.
Thanks so much for
Thank
coming
you.
in. We appreciate it so much.
Feel free to stick around. We got a few more things we're going to take care of before we end this show. But you know what? You're part of us now. You're one of us.
Good.
You're part of the crew. You are a fly on the
grape
wall.
Juice. Enjoy the rest of your grape juice and hang out. We're going to do some upcoming shows, right, Butch?
Yeah, I got a few here that I think we could peruse over here. Thursday, June 28th, which would be tomorrow, correct?
That would be right.
At the Bardstown, one of our favorite places.
Yeah.
Adaptive Radiation.
That's
Bear, in parentheses, the ghost. That's mysterious.
Wow. I like it.
Solus Media Corporation. Thrift Store Boratorium.
Proof that all the good band names have been taken.
Yes, it's a proof. Microwave Windows.
Like it.
This is starting at 8 p.m. For $5.
Like it. Yeah.
So, I
Damn, I
mean,
should go.
that's a lot of bands.
That sounds interesting to
That's
me.
a lot for your money. I think that's less than $1 a band.
Yeah, exactly.
Gerstels has the Winston Hours, and I heard Kathy play the Winston Hours on the show we played live, and
Cool.
sounds like some good stuff to me.
Cool.
I'd like to go see them. Haymarket Whiskey Bar, Barstool Romeos,
Oh, yeah, the Barstool Romeos, yeah.
Those Ugly People,
Those.
and you may be familiar with this band, OK Zombie.
Oh, yeah, our buddy Nick Pay was on last week. Yeah.
9 p.m., also $5, a little over $1 per band in this show.
Love it. Totally worth it.
Yes, totally. I think Nick has promised to do at least a $10 show.
Yes.
Mulligans, Troubadours of Divine Bliss.
Good stuff.
Always fun.
Good stuff.
Zazu's one of the best venues in town. The Makes, Vinyl Thief. Oh, wait a minute.
What do you got?
I'm offended. I have a problem. I wish I hadn't started reading this.
What do you got?
The next band name really causes me some grief here. The Fly Swatters.
Oh, no, not again. Are
The
they
Fly
still,
Swatters.
Are they still taunting us like
They're
this?
still taunting us. They are playing Zazu's just to taunt us. As
see,
the Uncommon Houseflies, I am really not pleased with this.
I mean, I thought that we had solved this problem.
I don't think we've solved it. They have not yet changed their band name. So, and moving on. Friday, June.
I'm sorry.
I'm just too upset. I got to
I'm
move
going
on.
to take a second here.
Friday, June 29th.
Bring my grape juice.
Gerstels, Tony and the Tan Lines. Tony and the Tan Lines has to be great. Has to be great. I know nothing about them, but I'm in.
Obviously better than the Fly Swatters.
So much more. Iroquois Amphitheater having a big show. David Gray, $40.
Never heard of that.
$40
$40
at the
for
door.
David Gray, really? Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I hope he
that
puts
is-
on at least a $35 show. Cause
That's $40 per band.
Nick Pay and OK Zombie are a much better bargain. If not.
Yes. Jim Porter's has the fabulous Paul Thorne.
Oh yeah, Paul
From the
Thorne.
South.
and we're going to be busy that night.
A former boxer. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going to be busy playing the Trolley Hop,
Trolley
which is
Hop.
that's where you should be. Ignore Paul Thorne. He is not the artist you're looking for.
No.
Rudyard Kipling, another great venue in town. Andy Wagner, Tender Mercy, Heather Summers, 7:30. Late Night, Epiphany.
I thought that was
I could
called.
go for Epiphany
I thought
late
that was
night.
Epiphany. Was that not Epiphany? I don't know,
Epiphany.
yeah.
Zazu's once again on Friday night. The Bart Walker Band, Mr. Jimmy, and the River City Blues Band. $10.
We also
$3.33 per band.
We also have this weekend the Crescent Hill Art and Music Festival.
Oh, nice.
There are some really good.
That would be
bands.
Saturday night or
Saturday
Saturday
and
day, 11
Saturday
a.m.
and Sunday.
Okay.
10 to 10 both days. We got Barefoot Best Friends. We've got that's on Saturday.
Yeah.
We've got Tom Cunningham's Fiddle Tales. There's a lot of stuff. There's fiddle. There's going to be ukulele.
Are you saying there's a little bit of everything? All stringed instruments?
Family fun, Celtic, or Celtic if you're a basketball fan. We got Take Two, which is going to be on Sunday. But I think we're going to spin a song here.
Are we? Do we even have time with all these features we have?
Oh, my gosh, it's almost
Let's just
time.
go on to features. More us and less them. Yes.
Oh, man. All right.
Well, I tell you what, though, I do want to mention, what should everybody be doing Saturday night?
Staying indoors. Oh, wait.
And going to see Ted Stevens. The fabulous Ted Stevens CD release party.
How quickly I'm
even though he
thrown
doesn't
into
have
the
CDs,
background.
no vinyl, no CDs, but you will receive a memory stick if you have the right amount of cash.
Yeah.
How much will that cost us, Ted?
$9.
$9
That's a good
isn't
deal.
bad.
A deal.
You can always erase his music and just use
And
it
then you just
for
have an
your own
awesome
stuff.
memory stick, right?
Yeah.
What a deal.
Is it shaped like Ted Stevens?
No.
Oh, damn it.
But if you want to, pay a little extra, we can maybe get one made
I
up.
think we should talk about that. Maybe we'll have him on another show with the Ted Stevens memory sticks
We'll
that are
theme
shaped.
I think we should go to the Beatles Death Watch.
Oh, the Beatles Death Watch. Oh, no. You know what that means.
Does that...
Yeah, they've got to die someday.
Yeah, well...
Just not this week.
I'm hoping not this week.
Well, Paul McCartnney, still alive and well from what I
Age
hear.
70? Just turned 70?
Just turned 70 last week. Still alive and well. I actually talked to a friend of mine who has met Paul, and he met him earlier this year.
Would this be a member of the band The Romantics?
The Romantics, yes.
How
Wally
romantic.
is, yeah, and he met him, and he said Paul seemed to be in good health, so we're good.
Skin color was decent?
Yeah, he didn't look pasty or anything. Here's the bad news. Ringo admitted this week he is suffering from an ailment that no one knew this was going on. He's suffering from stage fright.
Stage fright?
Yeah.
Ringo.
Ringo. He admitted this.
No man has seemed
On
more comfortable on stage, in my opinion, than Ringo Starr.
But yeah, so I'm hoping this doesn't affect his heart or anything, any vital organ.
Well, I'll tell you what. If it manages to croak him out, I have something he may be interested in. I'm sure he probably won't be.
Well, let's hear it.
Yeah. This is a story I found on a website called metalinsider.com.
I'm sure that he looks at that all the time.
The story says, were the fans of Kiss really upset when the Kiss casket, that's casket with a K, the Kiss theme coffin for the truly obsessed, went out of sale in 2008? Apparently so, since Eternal Magic Incorporated has announced the addition of 2 new Kiss-themed burial caskets. Each coffin is made of 20-gauge steel with black interior fabric inside. But more importantly, it features Kiss images and logos on the outside. Anyway, that will set you back $4,000, Ted, if you would like to have one of these reserved for you.
I'm already saving up. So...
come on.
Anyway, if you want to see those, go to Metal Insider and link to the story. Kiss caskets, caskets with a K. That's so Housefly style, isn't it? Would you say?
It is. So what do we got next? We're about out of time. Are we going to play a song?
I think we should do
still have Dumb Joke of the Week.
Dumb Joke of the Week.
Dumb Joke of the Week. Do you have
Kevin
a song
Gibson
queued up after this?
I can cue a song anytime you like.
Okay.
I can do a Housefly song, in
I
fact.
think we should end with a Housefly song. I think
Let's
it's
go out
tradition.
with a Housefly song every week.
All right. If you got it queued up, I'll tell my dumb joke, and then we'll be done with this.
I'm working on queuing it up if my mouse will work here. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Dumb Joke of the Week. You ready? A skeleton walks into a bar. The bartender looks up and says, "What'll you have?" The skeleton says, "I'll have a beer."